Well, Moxie, it feels like we're back in the pandemic era for me because I've been watching a lot of movies lately.
Yeah?
I've been
What
watching a lot of
movies?
TV shows. I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah?
I've been going to concerts.
Consuming a lot of content.
Yes, yes. And so I thought it would be fun for us to talk about what we're watching. We actually did this during the pandemic when we talked about kind of what we were streaming to get us through the pandemic. And so I thought we might as well do that now on what's getting us through the Trump administration.
Yeah.
And so I've given you zero time to prep on this. So why don't you go first?
Okay. Am I doing just TV shows or like anything that I'm consuming these days?
Whatever you want.
Okay. So,
Except that.
Oh, well, um,
Just kidding. Go for it.
so I started rewatching. I'm big on apocalyptic TV shows. I watched through and anything fantasy really. I watched through like the entire Walking Dead universe last year. And by the whole universe, I mean the whole universe. Like I watched The Walking Dead, I watched Fear the Walking Dead past season 3. If you've seen it, I did watch all the way to the end of Fear. It took forever. I've seen Dead City, I've seen Daryl Dixon, I've seen like the spin-off episodes, all of that. So this year I have watched so much actually because my husband's in grad school and I have a lot of free time. So far this year I've watched the new Squid Game, which was fantastic. It's gotten mixed reviews, but I was obsessed. I watched have you heard of a show on Peacock called based on a true story?
No.
Oh my gosh. It do you want to know what it is?
Sure.
Okay, so it's about a serial killer and a true crime podcast. It's Kaylee Cuoco from Big Bang Theory. And I don't know his name, but he plays Danny Castellano in The Mindy Project, which is also great. And they play a married couple who discovers a serial killer living in Los Angeles and decides instead of turning him over to the police because she's a big true crime fan, they decide to start a true crime podcast instead where they interview the serial killer. And it's so good. It reminds me of like Only Murders in the Building, which I think is what they were going for because it's a relatively new show. But anyway, I watched that. I saw a really mind-bending show called The Resort that's also on Peacock that's really good. And I've watched, what else did I watch this year so far? There was something else I got all the way through and then I didn't have something else to watch. I don't remember. But anyway, the one that again, my brain has turned to mush. The one that I am hardcore binging right now is a show called The 100. This was a CW show originally. It's on Netflix now in the US. This is a post-apocalyptic show that I tried watching it in high school and college, and I actually loved it back then as well. But what I've learned about myself is my short-term memory is my memory in general is lacking. So if I binge 3 seasons of a show and then I have to wait for season 4, by the time season 4 comes out, I will have forgotten everything that happened. It's kind of the same thing that happened with the other thing that I'm reading through right now is I'm reading the newest Fourth Wing book, Onyx Storm, but the same thing has happened. I read the first 2 Fourth Wing books last year, like over the summer, and I've already forgotten everything that's happened. So I'm rewatching The 100. Fantastic show. The concept of the show is so it's 100 years or 97 years after a nuclear war destroyed like the entire Earth. And there's a cluster of spaceships orbiting Earth that are housing basically the last of humankind, or so they think. And they're running out of air, they're running out of resources. They have to send people to Earth to see if it's inhabitable again. They don't think it will be because of the nuclear radiation, but they try. So they send 100 juvenile delinquents to Earth to see if they can survive. And it turns into this, like, it's like a mix of Walking Dead and Game of Thrones. Like the good Walking Dead, it actually has a lot of characters who were also on The Walking Dead. Alicia Debnam Carey is the main one. She was on Fear. She had a starring role as Alicia Clark. But, I mean, it's got some other big names on there as well. So I highly recommend The 100 if you're into fantasy or post-apocalyptic dramas. Anything with a lot of action, a lot of thrill. It's really, really good. And it's pretty clean, too, actually. Like, there's a lot of swearing on The Walking Dead. So far, there's no swearing at all on this show, which makes sense because it was made for TV. But, yeah, I'm consuming a lot of that. Onyx Storm, like I said, and then I'm always listening to the last podcast on the left. That is, like, whenever they release a new episode series. I just finished listening to their most recent one about the wreck of the Batavia, which was very, very interesting.
The what?
The wreck of the Batavia was a horrible Dutch shipwreck that happened in the 1600s.
You know, you sent me a podcast recommendation years ago, like maybe 2 or 3 years ago, conspiracy theories.
Oh, yeah, I think I remember that. Yeah.
They're great. They're wonderful. I really like their stuff.
I should try that. Yeah, I've listened to, I've been listening to other podcasts, but from an educational standpoint, like, I'm on a new medication called low-dose naltrexone, which is kind of used experimentally. Thank you. So I've been listening to podcast episodes about low-dose naltrexone. I also listened to
Gesundheit.
An Alex Clark episode from Culture Apothecary, which was a little woo-woo. You know, I don't believe in everything. You know, it was too crunchy for me.
Yeah.
There was some good stuff on there. I'm taking a mushroom supplement now, so.
Like shrooms?
No, like shiitake.
So shrooms.
No, not shrooms.
Okay.
What about you?
So I have been, first and foremost, I hate every single person in my life right now.
Great.
Because not one person told me how good of a show Brooklyn Nine-Nine is.
Oh my gosh, I literally told you.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine
and
is
if the court reporter would read back my remarks.
My God. You can't do that.
Why can't I?
Because I said so, and I'm the boss.
Well, I'm also the boss.
No, you are the boss of creative.
I'm still the boss.
You are not Bruce Springsteen.
Go ahead.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is probably one of the funniest shows I've seen in a minute. I really, really enjoy. So let me ask you this. Which character on Brooklyn Nine-Nine do you think I most relate to?
Probably Andy Samberg's character, honestly.
Jake Peralta, yes. Detective Jake Peralta.
Yeah.
Lauren says that I am Jake Peralta.
Yeah, I think you're Jake as well.
She also says I'm Nick Miller.
Yes, you are Nick Miller.
But other people say that I'm more like Schmidt.
You're a little like Schmidt, but not as much as Caleb is.
I have no comment.
Also, both of those things are weird considering what characters people generally say I am from both of those shows. What character from Brooklyn Nine-Nine would you say I am?
I think you relate the most to either Charles or Terry.
Really?
Yeah.
Not Amy?
Not even a little bit.
Seriously?
The only thing that you have going for you that's Amy-esque is you are dark-haired and Italian.
I love organizing.
And Santiago, I just realized it was Cuban.
and following the rules. I love organizing and following the rules.
I guess.
How am I in any way like Charles?
You're short.
Okay.
Kind of annoying.
Okay, I need more.
People think
than
that we're best friends.
Physical traits. I need more than physical traits.
I think, yeah. And then Terry, I mean, you're tall, you're black.
My gosh. Yeah, so I'm Amy. What character am I in New Girl, Ruben?
Coach.
How am I Coach?
Because you disappear all the time. You're not Jess.
Are you sure?
You're definitely not Jess.
Because I sing a lot and I'm very homeschooled.
Yeah, but Jess, there's a whimsicalness about Jess that you don't have.
What are you talking about? I own like 1 million stuffed animals.
That's not what I'm talking
I just spent
about.
the entire day doing a puzzle.
You're not a teacher.
No.
My wife is more like Jess.
She is very like Jess. Yeah.
And she wears glasses like Jess.
I used to wear glasses like Jess.
Actually, there was a point where you and Zooey Deschanel could be doppelgangers.
Should I do
our
that
last
TikTok
podcast?
Trend?
That photo shoot we did with Brenda.
Yeah.
There's a couple photos that like you do have that vibe. I refuse to accept it. I refuse to admit it. I will never, ever, ever say that you are either Amy Santiago or what's Jess's last name?
Jessica Day.
Yes, Jessica Day. You are not Jessica Day. Well, I am Nick Miller. I am the decider.
Should I do that TikTok trend where it's like, and she told me I remind her of Ted Mosby? That one? But about
I haven't
Jess?
seen that one.
Really?
Should I do that and then compare myself to? Did I show you the picture of Rachel Maddow and Mark Cuban both wearing glasses and all three of us look identical?
Yeah.
I should do that. I should do that trend. The other show I've been watching.
There's a trend going around right now. It's set to a song. And she told me I remind her of Ted Mosby. I said, honestly, I'm flattered. She said, don't be. I said, really? No, I'm flattered. Ted's annoying, but I love Josh Radnor. Have you not seen that at all?
No, you should send it to me.
I will send it to you. I'm shocked.
Because
wow.
you know I love Ted Mosby.
Yeah, I know you do.
The other show I've been watching, which I think everyone should watch, is The Rookie.
Yes, The Rookie is so good.
It is back. They're about 6 episodes in on their new season now.
Okay.
Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. What I like about The Rookie is that there's comedic aspects to it while still being a drama. And like I know it's a dramedy, but it leans more into the drama versus leaning more into the comedy.
I love shows like that.
And Nathan Fillion. Like, come on, that guy's a dreamboat.
I thought that Nathan Fillion was Alec Baldwin for like 10 years. People would say Alec Baldwin, and I'd be like, I love Alec Baldwin. And then I saw Alec Baldwin and was like, no, that's not him.
That is so funny. So, have you watched The Rookie?
This is another show that fell prey to my horrible memory. I binged season 1 when I was in senior year of college, and then I had to wait for season 2 to come out. By the time season 2 came out, I forgot everything. So I will watch it again. I know I will.
They are on season 7.
Yeah, I know.
You have plenty to binge.
I love Nathan Fillion, so I definitely will. I kind of like go back and forth between genres. So like I binged all of 911 last year, like late last year.
Oh, any good?
Oh my gosh, so good. It's so good. I would definitely recommend that, especially if you like The Rookie. But I watched that, and then, like, I've seen that. I've seen Bridgerton. I've seen Game of Thrones. I've seen, like, This Is Us. I've seen The Office and all. I bounce between genres. So probably when I want to go back to like a crime show, I will probably do The Rookie next time. Yeah.
It's really good. Really,
Yeah.
really good.
So
And
good.
then I have been fixated on watching a bunch of Bradley Cooper movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Any reason why?
I don't know. It's weird. I loved him in A Star Is Born, and
Mm-hmm.
so that's queued up to watch tonight. A couple nights ago, I watched a movie he's in called Burnt.
Okay.
It's about him being a chef. And I have a couple other movies of his. I think eventually I'll get to The Hangovers
Yeah.
because I mean you
I've
can't.
never seen those. I feel
Neither
like
have
I
I.
should.
Neither have I. I think you can't really say that you like Bradley Cooper's work if you haven't seen The Hangover.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I really like this is gonna weird our listeners out, but it probably won't weird you out because we have the same sense of humor. I actually really love Seth Rogen's movies.
Oh, I can't stand Seth Rogen.
Really?
I don't find him funny at all. I think here's the thing. And I know and I say that and I say I'm going to watch The Hangover and I know I'm going to hate The Hangover because
Yeah.
it is very much I think Seth Rogen wrote it, didn't he?
I think he did. Yeah.
Or is he in it?
I know he's in it.
I am not a fan of what I call stupid humor.
Mm.
I don't like Family Guy. I don't like
Yeah.
Seth Rogen stuff. Like I like dumb humor. Like I like dumb humor. I don't like stupid.
Mm.
And I can find something kind of funny and still think it's stupid and not enjoy it.
I think it's because I was raised to almost be elitist in a sense of like I wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob. I wasn't allowed to watch, like most of the popular kids shows of my age because my mom thought it was stupid humor. And she was
Yeah.
like, you're smarter than that. And so now I honestly almost rebel against that because I want to not have to think for a little bit. Like The Office, I feel like she would probably not like that. And I love The Office. But that being said, like I'm not one of those people who sticks in one genre of things for a time or, for a long time. So I'll watch one or two Seth Rogen movies and then I'll go to something else. Because it does kind of mush my brain a little bit.
Yeah, and that's the thing with me is I have a hard time finding stuff that turns my brain off enough that I can just chill.
Yeah.
And like Lauren loves going to the movies. She hates going to the movies with me, outside the fact that I, get us popcorn. Which I don't know if I can eat anymore. I listened to last week's episode. I don't know if I can eat popcorn anymore. But
I probably wouldn't, just because also corn is not that good for you.
shut it. But like whenever we go to the theater, I tell Lauren that the movie's good if I fall asleep.
I don't understand.
If the movie's good, that means it turned my brain off enough to where I fell asleep.
But if it's good, wouldn't you want to be invested?
I go back and watch it again.
Okay. I mean, I guess, but still, that seems like an odd strategy.
Listen, here's the thing. When I sit down and actually watch something, it's because I want to be distracted from work and other stuff going on.
Yeah.
I do enough of working and watching. Like I listen to podcasts all day long while I'm working. I'll watch TV shows while I'm working, or listen to them, I should say. So if I really just want to unwind and decompress, if the movie or TV show can make me fall asleep, like The Office, Friends, Community, those shows were on repeat during the pandemic because they helped me turn my brain off to the point where I was able to fall asleep.
Yeah, that's true.
That means it's a good show or a good movie. Like I fell asleep during the last James Bond movie. And I thought and I went back and I watched it again because I was like, if I fall asleep in this movie the first time, it's a good movie because that means that I wasn't distracted on my phone.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking for in a film. But now that we're 20 minutes into this, we should probably wrap it up because this is supposed to be short stuff. And at this point, it is way too long, as always.
You're saying it was supposed to be Sabrina Carpenter short and sweet?
I guess so.
I want to give you one more recommendation since this is the conversation that we're having now. Have you heard of a show on Hulu called High Potential?
No.
Oh, so good. It is very, very smart, but
Are-
you will enjoy it a lot.
Listen, okay. So when I
Like
say
in the
that,
vein of shows that make you think, it's that.
okay, I was gonna say because listen, I know I said that I don't like stupid comedy. I believe in the Conan O'Brien methodology of comedy of trying to find the intersection between smart and stupid.
Yeah.
And so I don't like smart, but I also don't like stupid. I like the intersection of smart and stupid, which is basically Conan O'Brien.
So you probably saw previews for it or ads for it when it was coming out because that's how I found it. The premise is it's a woman with an insanely high IQ, but it's so high that she hasn't been able to keep a job or decide what she wants to do ultimately. So she's working as a janitor. And she's cleaning, I believe it's a police station. And she cleans in the detective's office and she knocks something over. And then she sees, like, while she's cleaning it up, she sees the whiteboard with the case on it. And she looks at everything that's on the whiteboard and goes, that's not supposed to be there. And because she's so OCD, she has to fix it. And then the detectives come in the next morning and they go, who the hell messed with the whiteboard? Find this person. And they find her, and she has no cop background, no detective background, no nothing, but she's just so incredibly smart and observant and OCD that she can't stop thinking or turn her brain off. And she ends up becoming a police consultant and helping them solve crimes. But it's hilarious because she's like she's not a cop. She's like a janitor. And it's the woman, she's been in a bunch of stuff. She's a really great actress. You probably would know her. You know the woman in New Girl who marries Jess's dad? She's like a sex addict and he proposes on the street and it's someone that Jess used to go to high school with.
No.
Anyway,
remember.
it's her. Yeah. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. So I have seen the commercials for that.
Yeah.
I thought the person who was the lead in that was also in the Lincoln Lawyer series on Netflix. So that's why I was like, oh yeah. Different actress. The Lincoln Lawyer, by the way, great series. 4 seasons, easy watch. Definitely go and watch that. I had something else that I was going to say, but now I can't remember what I was going to say. It was kind of sort of important.
Okay.
It was related to TV. It was probably another show.
Okay. I've watched so many shows. At some point we'll have to do an episode where we like see how many shows we've both watched. Cuz I'm thinking
Not
about
enough.
like I'm not limited to any genre. I'll watch a medical show, I'll watch a crime show, I'll watch a legal show, I'll watch fantasy, post-apocalyptic, cartoon, like anything. I have low standards because I didn't watch a lot of TV as a kid. So, very low standards. However,
Yeah.
I can tell the difference between a good show and a not good show. So, there's that.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out what I was going to tell you.
Would you like me to buy more time?
No.
I could start singing again.
Please don't. We don't want a repeat of season 1. Oh, gosh. Am I having dementia?
Maybe.
Is this dementia?
Is this dementia? Is this just fantasy?
Who are you?
It's dementia.
Goodness gracious. There was a show that I was like, oh, I got to tell her about it, but now I don't remember what it is. And for the life of me, I'm not going to remember it until literally the minute we stop pushing record. Pushing record the minute we push stop.
Wow. Yep.
I'm done.
Okay. I have to pee, so let's go.
Me too. Hey, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Follow us on social media. Leave a comment. Let us know what you're watching.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know, because we'll
What was I
probably
gonna
watch
say?
it. You're not good at this.
No, I'm terrible now. But now that I'm like, now that like the podcast is almost over, I really want.
Because I've heard really
No.
good things about Severance.
I've heard really good things about it too, but I tried watching it. I didn't like it. I also didn't like Ted Lasso.
I liked Ted Lasso. Brad did not like it. It was too like happy for him.
Same.
I liked it though. I really liked it.
Oh gosh. Well, whatever it is, maybe I'll remember it in the next time I record.
Yeah, you can update the listeners then.
Yeah, or if I remember it in the next like 3 days before I edit this, I will randomly edit it in.
Perfect. Sounds good.
Which I probably will because
probably will.
I don't remember it.
Well,
Bye.
oh my gosh.